Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise to second this bill, which is titled the Houses of Parliament Bicameral Relations Bill 2023. We have proposed an amendment that the brackets should actually be immediately after bicameral, so that we have it this way. It can be the Houses of Parliament Bicameral Relations Act when it is assented to, or it can be the Houses of Parliament Relations Act. That's why we put the brackets where we put it, and we think this is proper for purposes of this legislation. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would behold this House, the members, to actually get the report of the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee on the bill, so that they are able to acquaint themselves with what members of the public said about the two houses. What we've been having, as the Honorable Chepkonga has moved and stated, is a very ugly incident where the two houses have been dogged in disputes which sometimes are minute and mundane and should never be disputes between two honorable houses of parliament in Kenya. Therefore, we've somehow been a laughing stock to the executive, even to the judiciary, as we try to wash our dirty linen before the public. So this is a very vital bill that we need to enact into law, so that at least we have some guiding principles as regards what happens where the two houses have differences or disputes. It's also important to point out that there is litigation in the court which is awaiting this bill. I think the resolution of that litigation is going to be a confirmation that both houses of parliament have enacted this bill and it is now law. So if the members can actually read the report, I will not rehash it, because most of the contents is what the Honorable Chepkonga has enunciated and has elaborately explained what the difficulties are. He has also explained what the bill entails from part 1 to part 5, and the only comments I wish to make is that we've also proposed amendments, especially to align the bill with legislation, so we do not have to get into problems when it comes to interpretation. We have proposed several amendments which I need not go into, right from clause 1, clause 3, clause 5, and what I can point out is that we have made a proposal in clause 11, so that where we are talking about a sponsor, what happens where the speakers are unable to jointly resolve a question arising under Article 1110(3) of the Constitution, and we have made the proposals that we refer the bill to the sponsor for further consideration, and B, the speakers of the two houses can jointly appoint a person or a body of persons to make such recommendations within a period of 14 days, so that the way forward is actually determined. There is good rationale to this, is to ensure that we do not overdelay matters once they are brought before the House, and especially where there is no agreement between the two houses on matters in dispute. We have also proposed clause 13, an amendment to that clause on what happens when a bill comes from the Senate or from one house to the other. There was a proposal that it should be co-sponsored, and we said, sorry, there cannot be co-sponsorship because the two members are from separate houses and they do not sit together. So we have now used the terminology adoption. When the bill comes from one house to the other house, it is going to be adopted in the second house. And there is a whole raft of these proposals in our proposed amendments. I would urge members to look at them. This is a very important bill which we must pass so that we can start cleaning ourselves. We also remove this egg on our faces where the other two arms of government are laughing at us, saying we cannot solve our problems amicably, and we have to go to the third arm of the government to try and have third parties sitting in to listen to our problems. So with those remarks, I beg to second the bill.
Honorable members, I propose the question of the House of Parliament Bicameral Relations Bill, National Assembly Bill number 44 of 2023, be now read a second time. The Honorable Wilberforce Oundo.
And I have 10 minutes. Honorable Speaker, thank you for this opportunity as I stand to support the bill. Since I came to Parliament in 2017, I have always felt very uncomfortable that any form of dispute between the two houses would actually escalate beyond Parliament Square and beyond the confines of the offices of the two speakers. I just hope and pray that the spirit and the words of this bill will cure this discomforting situation that we normally find ourselves in